What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? How is everybody doing today, man? You already know how it go. It is your boy B back with another video, y'all. Listen, all right. So number one, I'm hopping right into it. It's not going to be too long because I got stuff to do just as much as I know you do. So I am currently, um, I want to welcome Instagram. I want to welcome both YouTube channels. If you have not already, make sure you guys are subscribed to both channels, Educated Hustler on YouTube, but also make sure you guys are subscribed to Hustler Taught Me. Hustler Taught Me is where I put most of my videos. So definitely tap in. Now, number one, I want to talk about these things right here. Of course, these phones. Okay, I have a bunch of phones right now currently that I'm working with. And me and my team have been able to discover phones that you don't want to buy. Okay. What I mean by phones you don't want to buy are phones that's not going to make you any money. Okay. So we're going to hop into the buyer's price list. First, as you guys know, got to do some housekeeping first. How do you get the price list? You get the price list, of course, by going to hustlertaughtme.com. Once you go to hustlertaughtme.com, you want to go to buyer's price list. Once you go to buyer's price list, then you want to go and get this price list right here. What is this price list that we're about to look at? It is a price list that is composed of 80 buyers, okay, international and in the state. So these buyers are people that are looking to buy phones wholesale. These are wholesale buyers. And what they do is they put the market value of the device on the price list. As they put that market value, you now know exactly how much you can buy a device for or how much device is worth. And you can then decide whatever profit you want to make. And I'll go over that because it seems to be a pain point a lot of people have, which is how the heck do I decide how much I offer for this? So we'll talk about that. But first, I want to go over these phones. So the price list did update. Okay. So we're not even going to waste any time. I want to tell you guys, I'm very shocked at one of these devices that I was literally really big on selling. The price has went up, but also went down. It was a unique switch in the market, if you will. Like, I don't know why, but it went down. Okay. And it's sort of kind of annoying because now we at this point are going to have to pivot from it. All right, let me move that. Okay, so when it comes to being able to make money, right? You want to utilize a price list. Now, our price list, again, it has new phones, used phones, Samsungs, iCloud locked devices, iPads, Apple accessories, PS5s, Xboxes, Apple Pens, AirTags, speakers, JBLs, all that, Apple Watches, and then MacBooks. Okay, so these are all of the items you can literally sell to all 80 buyers. Well, not 80 buyers, excuse me. Cost $80 one month, not 80 buyers, but you can sell to all. I think we're up to 36 buyers, 56, 36, one of them. I gotta check. There's two different so I believe right now in state, I'm looking, just give me 1 second. We are working with 36 total in state, well, in the country buyers, and 44 and a half out of state. I mean, out of country, excuse me. I keep saying out of state, out of country. So that's a good amount of buyers. Okay. And what they do as a collective, they come together and they give us these prices. Okay. So let's start from the top. All right. Now we see the iPhone 15 Pro Max 256 natural, natural and other. So you're going to see um, a few sections. So let me just break it down like you don't know anything I'm talking about. So first, you have the first section, which is going to tell you the phone model. Then you have sealed non-activated, which means the device is sealed. That means it's nothing broken as far as any of the green arrow tabs. Nothing is broken on there. It's sealed. Activated means the phone was open. That means the box was open. So if you go to a phone store and you get a new phone and the people at the counter or wherever you buy the phone, they say, hey, I'm going to turn it on to make sure that your device is working. If you get that, then oh my god, my phone's just going crazy. If you get that, then that would mean it is activated. Once they turn the phone on, I don't care if you're in the store and they turn it on just to look at the hello screen, your phone is activated. Okay, no box means no box. It has no box, but it's a new device. Okay, so a lot of the times I will tell you already, it is very, I repeat, very important that you know these sections and understand what these sections mean. So we're going to just do the iPhone 15 Pro Max lock. That means it's locked to a carrier. Okay, that means it's locked to AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, Xfinity, Boost, locked. Okay, and when it's locked, that is a different price tier than unlocked. Okay, so you have unlocked, you have locked. That means for a iPhone 15 Pro Max, some of you guys probably can't see it because it's too small. It will be $605. That is the market value. So let's just theoretically say you have an iPhone 15 Pro Max 256. You got that in your hand right now. All right. Let's say for this iPhone 15 Pro Max 256, you brought it on OfferUp. Okay. So you went on OfferUp and you said iPhone 15 Pro Max, right? And you got paid today and you're like, yo, I want to buy a phone and I want to flip it, right? So what you would do, most of these prices again on here are not the prices they're expecting. They want you to negotiate. They're doing top down negotiating, and you want to do the negotiating. You want to be the one to actually get them to talk down. Prime example, you have a phone like this. This is iPhone 15 Pro Max, 1 terabyte, 512. I'm sure this is locked. We are looking for a locked device because remember, we're in the lock tab. We're in the lock section. We are not in the unlocked section. We're in the locked. So locked is going to be a way different price. I'm not going to lie. There's a whole bunch of wholesale sellers I haven't talked to on here, and I need to hit them up because let me see. Most people. Okay, here we go. So we have an iPhone 15 Pro, 256 T-Mobile, right? The person says $900, right? So what a lot of people would do is they'll go to a free price list, or they'll just go to eBay. And this is what I've recently learned people do. They'll go to eBay and they will type in iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is what some um courses were telling people to do, right? You can go here, look at the top three, which would not make any sense. So I'm not even going to do that. But let's look at these top three. So you look for 3 devices. So you add up the price. This is what some people are telling people to do. And I'm going to tell you why you don't do it. So you got, we did this one first. Then we're going to do the $999 one. And then let's just do the 900. So we do the 900, right? Then divide that by 3, then you get the median price of 916. So then what people thought was, okay, so I should be offering this person 916. So I'll get a steal. At least he wants only 900, right? So if let's say that was the case, hypothetically that's the case, right? And he only wants 900, and you just use this median price theory that people are doing, which is stupid because it literally doesn't help you. And I'm gonna tell you why. You don't know how much this person paid for this one. You don't know how much this person paid for this one. You don't know where they're getting these phones from. You don't know if this is a store, if this is somebody that has a different resource than you. So you can be basing your price off of somebody that may be more well connected than you, and they'll be able to actually access this phone and have a move for it after. You're not going to have a move for it after, but trying to sell it to another consumer. Well, what consumer is going to buy a phone for this high when they can go to Apple and just buy it, or they can have somebody else on OfferUp that they can negotiate down and literally buy it. So do not go on eBay to try and find the market value of a phone. Don't do it. It's not going to work. Okay. Pawn shops do that. Places like that do that because they are selling based on a consumer. You're not trying to buy a device and sell based on the consumer. You're trying to buy and sell a device based on what a market value is. You tell people how much you're going to buy the phone for, and they must agree. They must understand. And when they do understand, you come out with the profit. So, see, he wants 900. The way you use the price list is you say, okay, $605 is the market value. So I know that 605 market value I know he wants 900. It's a $295 difference. Okay, whatever. I know for a fact I want to make $60 every phone I buy. So I take the price that is the market value, subtract it by 60, that gives me 545. I ultimately know my ceiling price is 545, which means I am not going to offer this person what the heck anything. What is going on? Anything other than I don't know what just happened. I'm not going to offer the person anything other than the 545. Okay. So I can go straight in for the kill and say, hey, I can do 545, right? Or I can negotiate and say, you know what? I can do 500 and now have him talk me up so he can feel or she can feel well Juan is a he, so he can feel um like he won, right? That's what you want to do, the art of negotiation, making a person feel like they won. So that is the point. Okay, that is the point. Now I am elated to say this is one of the phones I do not want you guys to buy in May. Now, let me explain to you why. So, May is going to be the month where you're going to see a lot of activity picking up. Now, why? Because it is getting hot outside and people need money to do activities. So, what a lot of people are going to start doing is they're going to start getting phones. Okay. A lot of people are going to start getting phones. Now, them getting these phones, it's going to get to the point to where you're going to see a lot of people trying to hop on trends, especially the trends of, okay, I want to go and get phones, whether they're paying somebody to create an account, whether they're working at AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, whatever they're doing, they're going to get the newest model, right? Thinking that the newest model is going to get them the most money when it is, but it's not, because just because it's a new device and it is worth a lot of money doesn't mean it's worth you actually buying. Why? Because let's say I was to buy an iPhone 15 Pro Max 256 natural. You see the market value is $950. I can definitely talk somebody under that, right? I can definitely probably get it for like 850, right? That's $100 profit. But I'm putting out $850. I don't want to put out $850 into an asset. I want to put out the least amount of money to an asset. Why? Because we put out money, we want to make sure that the money that we're putting out is going to not only work for us, but also be able to still leave us room to negotiate for other assets. And if you putting out a huge chunk of money, such as $800, 850, 900 for one device, you're really putting your a lot of eggs in one basket. Okay. And that's not where we want to be. We want to try and make sure we're spreading out our investment. Okay. So iPhone 15 models in general, I don't want you to buy in May because one, the new iPhone is going to come out soon. So why would I go and start to buy a 15 Pro Max, 15 Plus, 15? No, 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 no. I'm not buying it at all because I already know that once that 16 comes out, people are going to be on the 16. And yes, you might be like, well, then that means that they're going to still want the 15, Brandon. Like, I still have an iPhone 11. I get it, right? I understand. But here's where you have to catch my twist or my drift, right? Or where I'm going. When they all want the iPhone 16, do you know how fast people are going to want to sell their iPhone 15s? They're going to want to sell these. And if they want to sell them, they're going to try and sell them faster. When they try to sell them faster, guess who gets that leverage? Guess who? You. You get that leverage. You win. And why do you win, or how do you win? You win because now you have the leverage. Oh, you want to get a new phone, so you're trying to get the bread to get that new phone. Bet I'll offer you $545, and that's my top offer. All right, cool. I'll take it. They'll take that 545 because they already know all they're doing is paying taxes for the 16 when they go into their store. All they're doing is getting an upgrade. So it's like it's about playing the game the right way. So do not buy any 15s if you can. Okay. The next phone that I want to talk about not buying is going to be an iPhone 14 locked. Okay. You can buy iPhone 14 unlocked. Yes, they are worth a good amount of money. Why? Brandon, it's only $420. I understand, right? So it's only $420. That's a low price. Okay. This is the market value of an iPhone 14, 128 right now. Okay. And for red, it's -40. I'm not sure if you guys know why for red it's a -40, but -40 technically means that if the phone is red, you got to deduct $40 off of the price, basically. And the reason why you got to take $40 off the price is because nobody wants a red phone. Red phones sell the worst. Red phones are horrible sellers, especially overseas. Nobody wants a red phone. All right, so stay away from red phones. Do not buy red phones. Okay, don't. Now, when what to flip? If you want red for you, go ahead. You know what I mean? That's none of my business. Now, the iPhone 14 unlocked. The reason why I say buy that and it's a good buy is because I'm only going to kick out a little bit of money. So you see, 420 is the market value. So that's not what we're offering. We're not offering somebody 420. We're going to deduct from the market value what we want our profit to be. I'll say $60 again. That means 360. That means my ceiling, okay, is going to be 360, which means I don't want to go over that because if I'm going over that, I'm cutting into my profit. So I can go literally into a iPhone 14 and I can look for iPhone 14s. We see one for $350. Um, just looking at this, I can tell you already, this may be a wholesale buyer, maybe a consumer. I see the box is open, but he has the box still, so that's cool. But it might be used. He says new, but if it's new, but it's open like this, what category would that go in? What category would that go in? It would go into the open activated category. Okay. Now we found that phone for 350. We know our ceiling is 360. Even if somebody has the phone listed for lower than what our ceiling is, we still want to negotiate them down. So he said 350, and I know my ceiling was 360, but now it's 350. So now the way I would approach it is, okay, I see it selling at 350. I'm still going to try to make that $60 profit. Now I know I offer him 260. I mean 290. Yeah. So you might be like, well, why the heck would I go? He's not going to be there for 290. He's not, most likely, right? So I'll be like, hey, I can do 290, right? So I can approach it like that. I can approach it as saying, hey, I can do 290. Was this ever used? Or do you still have the plastic on it? So I can ask him discovery questions so I can find more deductions. But for right now, we're just going to say, hey, I can do 290. He's going to say no. Okay. Most likely he's going to say no. And what you're doing at that point is you're saying, okay, we can't do 290. That's fine. I know my original ceiling was 360. So now I can negotiate with him and negotiate up and up and up until I get to probably like 330. He'll probably bite. So like let's just technically say he bit at 330. So 330 he bit. So I brought the phone for 330. That's out of my bank account. Now I go and all I do is hit this tab and I email the buyer's price list. So you email us with the picture, the IMEI and the condition of the device. And then we shoot you back a price. It's going to be higher than this. All of our prices that you're going to get will be higher than what you see now because all of the buyers are bidding against each other. So they're bidding against. So prime example, you have somebody from Australia that may say, hey, I want that iPhone 15 128 for 450. I know the market value is 420, but I know I can swing it in my store for 450 for 480. I want it for 450. So they'll say, okay, cool. Then another buyer will see that offer and they'll say, maybe a buyer from Tennessee, they may be like, man, I really need an iPhone 14 in my store, or I have a customer that needs it. So what they end up doing is they'll go, okay, I'll buy it for 490 or 480, 485. So you get the highest offer, the highest bid. Now, after that, right? Now you know for a fact, let's just say it sells for $10 more than the profit value. So let's say it sells for 430. You only paid 330. So now you made $100 profit using the price list and using the product value, the market value. So that's how you win using the price list. Okay. All right. What? All right. Hold on, y'all. Hey, bro, let's just end the product sold channel so it can go towards the leaderboard, please. If y'all haven't joined the Discord, man, listen, join the Discord. All right, so now we already talked about the 14 lock, and we talked about the 15 series, and I have one other phone, and I gotta find it that I don't want you guys to buy. Okay, so here is where I've never seen this ever in my day of phone flipping. You have an iPhone 15 Pro unlocked. iPhone 15 Pros, Pro Maxes, were the best phone to buy and resell for the longest. iPhone 13 Pro Maxes were the best phones through the 14, the 15 series, all of the series, because you still got that SIM card. So I went and I looked at when the buyers updated the price. I said, yo, you're telling me that the iPhone 13 Pro Max is worth $690? They said, yeah. I said, okay. Then I looked and I said, wait, so you're telling me the iPhone 13 Pro is worth $680? They said, yeah. I said, that don't make sense. So you mean to tell me the iPhone 13 Pro Max is worth $10 more than the Pro? Okay. So let me ask y'all something. Would you buy the iPhone 13 Pro Max, or would you buy the iPhone 13 Pro? The iPhone 13 Pro is $10 less than the iPhone 13 Pro Max. The iPhone 13 Pro Max is $690. The iPhone 13 Pro is $680. We're not buying those phones in May. Why? Because the pricing is not right. Why would I buy an iPhone 13 Pro Max for $680? Or let's say, because remember, I gotta take my profit out. So let's say I want a $50 profit. Why would I buy it for $630 when I can buy an iPhone 13 Pro for $620? It doesn't make sense. Like it sort of kind of would be counterproductive at that point, right? So we have to like be smart, especially my people in the Discord. You got to be smart, because these are basically scenarios where buyers, I feel, are trying to stop people from selling certain phones. Like I told you, I get iPhone 13s sealed all day. I spend like $180 for 4 of them every time, and I sell them for $375 each. Like, to give y'all a picture of it, right? To give you a picture of it, I spend $180 for 4. Okay, divide that by 4. That's $45 each. Okay, so I get it for, like, I don't always get it for $375. Sometimes I get it cheaper. Like I'll sell it cheaper. So let's just say I sell it for $350, right? If I sell it for $350, but I initially made an investment. Well, yeah, I made the investment of $45. I made $305 profit times that by 4, because I get them by 4 count. So that means I made $1,220 each 4 phones that I sell, right? Now, when you look at that, and I just told you my numbers, look at, and they're locked to T-Mobile usually. Because T-Mobile has that promotion for them that people are taking advantage of. Now, that would mean if I was to sell it to a buyer, I would only get $200. Okay, if it was sealed, I only get $200, but I get them for $45, and I sell them usually for $350 on offer up. That's where I sell these at, on offer up. Okay, I usually sell these on offer up. All right, and as you see, I got 3 more up, and this sold recently. I just keep reposting it because they just keep selling. I just did this today, so like literally before I got on here. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is sometimes you got to pivot to a consumer, and you got to know what to sell to a consumer and what to sell to a buyer. And I'll tell you this right now: all iPhone 13 models do not sell to buyers. Do not sell to buyers. It's not it right now. It's not it. Okay, those are going to be the phones that I would recommend you not, again, not buying in March, or I mean May, excuse me, say March. Now, moving on. You guys don't know, we do have the Air Maxes, so these are lookalikes of the AirPod Maxes. Okay, I had a guy comment on my YouTube, but I don't think. Let's see if I can find it. Actually, I don't think I can. I'm gonna look for it real quick. I had a guy comment on my my YouTube this morning, and he commented some BS, basically saying like, yeah, these are like $10 ones. I'm like, bro, one, they're not, but two, regardless, like, what? How are you going to tell me what I spent on it, and how else are you going to make that assumption without any type of foundation? Nor did he stop there. He stopped, and I hope he watches this because I have no anger or animosity. He stopped when he responded to me like, yeah, um, there's no reason to have any animosity or be angry, and that's not business and that and third. Regardless, guys, what I'm trying to say is stop letting haters get to you, and also just understand hating is at an all-time high. It's at an all-time high. So make sure you guys cop up on these, cop up on your AirPods as well, cop up on your headphones. We have everything here. Everything. And if you're on a budget and you're just trying to start reselling, whether it's on eBay, whether it's on Mercari, you can still start with $2. You can start with a whole bunch of different amounts. Okay. I made this like this so that you guys can enjoy the journey. Okay. Now you can also join the Discord. Just hit up here. Join that Discord. It's not much I can say about the Discord smacks. Like the Discord is lit. Like that's just what it is. I'm giving out cash. I'm giving out cash apping people. So I cash app people when they are the top phone flippers in the month, and when they're the top or when they're the top product resellers. Okay. So nevertheless, guys, that is my tidbit on what to buy. Used phones, the prices on used phones are like really similar. They changed, some of them changed $20, some $30. That's about it. Nothing crazy. Samsungs, the Samsungs. I don't really talk about Samsungs. They're not really real money. Like for an iPhone, I mean for a Z Flip, you talking about no, is that 60? Yeah, my eyes are so bad. You talking about 260? I'm good. Like they cost more than that in store, okay, for you to get. Then you got iCloud Lock. Yes, we buy iCloud Lock phones, iPads, every single type of computer you can think of. There's Apple HomePods, Magic Keyboards, everything. Everything is broke. Okay, we don't leave none on the table. Okay, and again, you can get this price list right here. AskTheTalkMe.com. Get the price list. It's $80 one time. I gotta pay the buyers. I gotta pay the people. So that's the only reason why I have it priced. I wish I can give it free. If I could give it free, I would. Trust me. Trust me. But anyway, now I want to talk about. I'm trying to think. Don't want to leave that for another video because we are here for 30 minutes. And I don't want to make this too long and drag it. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back and I'm going to talk about the next video you'll see me do while I go live. Is going to be a video on how you can start to phone flip directly on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, I did a video on how you can do it directly from OfferUp. Yeah, OfferUp. And OfferUp, again, that's the main platform that you want to use. You want to use OfferUp to start phone flipping. I have about 13 OfferUps, and I have different people using them and running them. So OfferUp is important. That's how you want to start phone flipping. If you're looking to get into it and you're trying to figure out an avenue, this is how I would start. All right. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for spending the 30 minutes or 20 minutes or however long you've been on here. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Instagram. Shout out to everybody. Even the Discord, man. Shout out to you guys. And I will see you in a bit. All right. Be safe. Have a great day.